Alright, Willie, this is the explanation to my take on the card in the pocket. You could call it bilocation because apparently a card seems to be in two locations at the same time. In the beginning it was just a little gag for you, so obviously the card is already signed. I pick up a break one card below it, do a turnover pass, and I say I've taken the liberty of signing your card, and I do what you have termed the envelope second, one-handed second. And so far nothing happened because I could have just done that. You think you follow this, and then you turn it over, and you may or may not have not seen this one coming. But anyhow, it's just a gag. Fact is, they can choose any card signed back and front, and you leave that here. I also like to do this because sometimes I have a deck of cards, and some of the cards are depleted because I tore them or put them in a beer bottle or whatever. But even if you have only a few cards left, they can take any card out of those, and you have a complete deck. And nothing happens to the card that's completed, that doesn't get signed. So you'll continue with the complete deck and you can deplete those cards, so you're always set for that. Anyway, so you have the other card, the matching card, the matching two of diamonds, and you have them make sure that there's only one. Sometimes I do that, but I'm not very good at it. But you can do the instant replay thing, whatever you want to do, just let it single. And you put this, and this is from the Unreal sessions, you do this put take. It goes in the pocket, you look in the pocket, your thumb goes on the corner of the card, and you just move straight forward. Anyhow, it's on one of the tapes that you sent me. And the reason why you can't see it is because the cards are still neck-tied. You can't see the top of the deck, so you just do a double lift, as you would. You're already in position for a double lift. And rather than doing a hit sort of double lift action here and the wrist turn, because I think that looks very fishy, I don't like it, I just thumb the card off to the table. This way you have an automatic wrist count. Looks, in my opinion, much better than doing this. Who the hell does that? But this makes sense. Then you can either pick it up with the same hand or with the other hand. At any rate, you pick up a break under that card with this hand, and you can pick it up with the same. I like to pick it up with the same hand. And you have the double ready for that tomorrow's turnover change that I told you about in Haugensleben. So what you do is you do this, except that as you do it, just before you do it, you pull this card back and do that. So you've just very convincingly shown this to be a single card any way you wanted to. And then as they turn over, this was too little. I mean, you should really have a sizable gap there, because it'll just land on your first finger, and you also have a single card. The single card changes, and of course to you the whole card changes. But I think to a layperson, they see that change. They don't know what's on the back yet. You already know I've changed the card, but this seems to be more or less a second effect. The same is true in reverse also. So you do the Larry Jennings take on the Hofstadter change. I won't explain this to you, so you know it anyhow. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have a few real strokes before, at least 1 or 2 strokes afterwards, to justify the procedure. And yeah, so this change, but they don't see the front. You just took off the signature and the back color apparently. Then you go into your pocket with this little thing that I added to this. You don't just do this, but you go with your thumb. With your thumb you go in your pocket and you pull it down a little, as you would if this was really in your pocket. You would pull down a little bit and then take it out. So in this case the thumb does that. The thumb pulls down, and your first finger and middle finger take the card, pull it up. Should be just one card, but anyhow, they pull it up and immediately go back. So what I'm trying to go for is this. It makes sense to go in. And even if the card completely leaves the pocket, it still makes sense, I think. And it'd be nice if you have them signed like here, you can do this, and it's just, as you take out the card, it's just a blur if you just do this. So in other words, if you do this, it's just a blur. You don't really get a clear view of the signature. So then you turn over this card here, the signature has gone, and here, I think, when you pull it out, that's when the signature seems to appear to them, because it's somewhat incongruent. The whole thing is, you couldn't possibly do what you're saying. And now you show this, there's no signature in the back, no signature in the front, and you can give this one away. You have a little memento, which is better than giving away an old crappy deck of cards that you've mostly used up. But this one actually might mean something to them, because it's a very clear routine. The putting in and taking out a load and the steel cancel each other out. Anyhow, I hope you like it, and I would like to know what you think about it, because I think it has a few things to commend it. Thank you.